now I'd like to cross over to our correspondent, Florence Villeminot, who's standing by in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. Florence, I imagine celebrations emerging where you are. Tell us more.
Absolutely, Saddam. There is a feeling of elation behind me in the pro-Biden camp that you can see here. They've come back to the Pennsylvania Convention Center where they have been coming ever since the day after the election. They have been calling for every vote to be counted. They've been out in numbers, and you can see they've come back here to celebrate. There's a real feeling of relief. We spoke to a whole bunch of people. One person told us that it feels like having a baby. Been so worried for days now, and finally the result that they were coming from has come. A weight has been lifted. Another woman told us, I feel safe again. I feel like I got my freedom back. I don't have to wake up in the morning afraid of what shenanigans are awaiting us in the day. You can hear behind me the crowd chanting, USA, America, no more years, which is a reference to what pro-Donald Trump camp tend to say, which is 4 more years. And indeed, if you can believe it, this is a pro-Biden camp right here. Just behind the camera is the pro-Trump camp, because there has been a tense face-off here in front of the Pennsylvania Convention Center where the ballots for Philadelphia have been being counted. For days now, the two camps have been facing off, and there are a lot of pro-Trump supporters out. They're outnumbered by the pro-Biden supporters, it must be said. We spoke to some pro-Trump supporters who say they're disappointed, but the fight is not over. They say we're just getting warmed up. They're talking about voter fraud, which is, of course, what Donald Trump has been talking about. Long faces, it must be said, though, coming from the pro-Donald Trump camp. And you can see behind me people celebrating. Champagne has been popped. Smiles on everyone's faces. Of course, a lot of people told us that they're very proud that Philadelphia and Pennsylvania were so crucial in this election for Joe Biden, giving him those 20 electoral college votes that he needed to be able to go to the White House now. And of course, this is great news for Joe Biden, who is actually from Pennsylvania, from Scranton, Pennsylvania. So a lot of people here say that they feel like he's kind of a homeboy here. People joke that he's like the 3rd senator from Pennsylvania. So it's important for him to win those 20 electoral college votes from the Keystone State. That's what we call Pennsylvania. People were wondering if it would be a keystone in the election, and it certainly has proven to be so.
Florence, you've just been speaking about the smiles on people's faces, champagne popping. The mood certainly where you are at the moment is celebratory, but there is some concern you're jammed in between supporters of the US President-elect Joe Biden, and on the other side, as you mentioned, those that back the incumbent president, Donald Trump, who has said that there has been electoral fraud. Tell me about the mood that you may be concerned about. Is there security around you? Are there concerns that this could potentially turn into a standoff?
Well, the standoff has been going on for days now, and it must be said there is a lot of police presence in Philadelphia, as there has been ever since Election Day. We did notice more people coming in to a lot of police presence and military presence here in Philadelphia today as we were driving to the convention before we knew that Joe Biden had secured those 20 electoral college votes. So there are concerns that things could get out of hand, but so far we've noticed that both camps, even though they're very animated, they've been actually speaking to each other. It's been quite calm. Everyone just, I guess, expressing their strong feelings about this election and exercising their First Amendment right to protest and have their voices be heard.
Florence Villeminot there, reporting from Philadelphia. Thank you so much for bringing us those developments. Do stay safe, Florence.